This is Shane with Study for Life, and we're just going to go through the 2 reports available in this fall prevention program. If you look in the outcomes page, you'll notice that in that middle column, it goes from a plus sign which says Add Post-Test Report. This patient hasn't finished the program yet, so there's no information there. But notice the one that turns into a bar graph. That patient has finished, and now we have their information in the database, and we can use that to generate the report. What you see on the screen can also be printed as a PDF, so I'm going to pull up that PDF so you can see it just as it would print out. What's nice about it, it tells when that particular individual or patient started, when they finished, who was treating them, and then we'll go through the data comparisons at beginning and end. So that's pre and post. So a fall rate, they didn't have a fall while they were in the program, and their fall rate was approximately 1 every 2 months at the beginning. The 5-time sit to stand, the initial score was a 26, came down to a 21, which was about a 19% improvement. The timed up and go went from a 21 to a 16, and that's about a 24% improvement. And then the Berg balance went from a 31 to a 44, which is about a 41% improvement. This is nice just to show in a real quick visual way to the patient or to the referrer how well that patient did in the program. So that's report number 1, which is the pre-post report. And then another report that's nice to have is looking at your program overall. So this will take in all the pre-post tests as well as the fall factor form 15s and display that in one location or one area. Again, pretty much what you see on the screen when you fill in that date range will also be printable as a PDF. The logo at the top, if that shows up as Study for Life, you can upload your logo in your My Account section, and then your logo will show up on these reports. So when you share it with your referral sources, it's going to show your branding information on there and not ours. We can see on the program summary report we have 35 assessments in that particular date range. 17 of them have completed, and then the average age is 76.5. Average falls per month coming into the program, again, was about 1 fall every 2 months. So in a quick, again, bar graph format like we saw in the pre-post, you'll get fall rate. You'll have it for 5-time sit to stand. So overall, of those 17 post-tests that have finished, we see an average improvement in 5-time sit to stand by almost 37%. Tug is 29% improvement, and then the Berg is 27.5% improvement. And these are the averages of all of the individuals pre and post. Then we look over to the next column, and that's the 15 items there are directly from fall factor form 15, and it shows the percent of people that answered yes to that on the intake during that first visit for Study for Life. And you can use this kind of when I scan this, I see, wow, we have a lot of patients that have had a recent fall, so 87.5%. So we're basically seeing folks after they have fallen to a large degree in this program. We know, and if I look at average age, 76.5, so we know after about age 60 that balance starts to decline. It would be nice if we could maybe have that average age come down a little bit, see individuals earlier into maybe late 60s where we can catch them before they start falling. So we would see the average age come down. We'd see that percentage of folks that have had a recent fall also come down. And that might be a nice conversation you could take this report and have with your referral sources and say, man, it would sure be great to see some of these individuals sooner so we don't have to help them recover from an injury or a surgery and then improve their balance. We can just focus in on balance. We do see item 14, 100% of people have limited balance, and that kind of makes sense because they're in a fall prevention program. We would expect that number to be quite high. Leg weakness is very high at over 90%. Prescription medications very high, almost 100% there. It's 96.6. But that just gives you a little insight into the trends that you might see in that fall factor form 15. Both of those are easy to print. easy to put your branding on, and nice to share both with the individuals and patients that you're working with, as well as the referral sources that are giving you those patients. So I hope that helps you better understand the reports in Steady for Life. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again in future videos.